What's going on, guys? Welcome in here, Rover Sports, and we're going to create a video where we look at all these rookie quarterbacks. And I was having a conversation with some people, and it was just such a exciting time to break down the quarterbacks. And I know that I don't do this as frequently, but I happen to love. I happen to love breaking down quarterback play, and it just I found myself really consumed with watching Saturday, as I'm sure you guys were, and watching these rookie quarterbacks and seeing how they looked in their first NFL game, and in their first situation. So this is Trey Lance. Again, I'm going to break this up probably in the 6 parts, and put down like an hour video. We're just going to review the plays here. And so this is Trey Lance in the pocket. Trey Lance, just this play here, he looks the part. He's 6'3", he's built. And sometimes when you watch guys, you don't know how guys are going to look when they're in the NFL compared to, grown men at the position. And here Trey Lance, he shows all the mobility in the world, keeps his eyes downfield, palms the ball very easily, and Trey Lance delivers an absolute strike on the run with a quick release to Brandon Ayuk. That was a very, very catchable ball. So then, Kansas City's going to come on a blitz. You're then going to see here, I guess it's the right guard gets absolutely blistered apart by one of the best in the game, in Jones. We don't have the full end zone copy. Lance can get the ball out there maybe on the check down. Let's see. Yeah, the check down's open. But this is a very, very tough play. Very tough play. He was probably looking at his left, didn't see anything, and he's still pretty much learning the offense, and you're going to have a Garoppolo to Alex Smith kind of situation. Then here's 1st and 10. This is the play that everybody's going to talk about. The play action fake. He could even extend the play more, could even extend the play fake more. But here he's rolling to his left, squares and throws an absolute bomb. And this is the play that the New York Giants can never hit. Being a Giants fan, I've never seen a play like this. This is easy touchdown. This is the way that offenses should be. You need to score quick points. This is a one-play 80-yard score. This is how you win football games. It's about explosive plays. It's not even about efficiency. I'll take a guy who throws 2 picks if he can also give you quick points. And that's what Trey Lance can offer you with his mobility, and he has the highest ceiling in the class. People think it was Trevor Lawrence that has the highest ceiling in the class. Trey Lance, by far, the highest ceiling in the class. I think he throws it better than Justin Fields. Zach Wilson I'd put number 2. But Trey Lance has a big arm, mobility you can look for. You can run the zone read option. And here he hits Sherfield, and this is absolutely awesome. Now, I'll say this about this play, is that there wasn't a lot of pressure. It wasn't even a great spiral, but the ball gets down there effortlessly. And I love what's there not to like about Lance? Mobility and arm strength. And he seems like a really good kid. He seems like a leader. And intelligent. We're not going to know that because we're not in the 49ers locker room. The only people that are going to know that are in the 49ers locker room. But, he looks poised. He looks poised, and the reaction of the teammates on the sideline gets you excited because that just shows that Trey Lance, the fact that your teammates all love it when you score a touchdown means you're working hard, you're a selfless teammate. And that's what Jimmy G is also doing with Trey Lance. Beautiful concept here by Shanahan and good anticipation here by Trey Lance. A wonderful route by Sherfield there. All right. Obviously, the play of the preseason is this play. And I was texting all my friends like, this guy, Trey Lance, is going to be He could be a real star potential. Trey Lance, star potential. So that was the play. 2nd and 7 here. I think they take a negative play, unfortunately. The ball, I mean, this should actually be out. I mean, I don't know what he is waiting for here. Ball should be out. This is an easy little throw from Trey Lance. He's got to unload this ball. But again, this is all things that you can learn from. I think it could be good. If he's not as clean, like he could always do better. If he does better in this preseason, it's even going to push Jimmy G more. But here's a play where he needs to find his receiver right there. Needs to find the receiver. The timing needs to get a little bit better between these guys. And maybe he's not running with this team. I think here he's going to do a better job because, again, you're down 7-6. That's fine. Take the field goal there. I mean, they're playing like a quarters coverage. They are rushing 4 guys. They're playing quarters. They're not going to let anything get behind the defense. So here's Lance too. I mean, when you look at his release, it's not high, but again, it's a quick release. It's a quick release. So his release, he doesn't hold the ball up high, but the fact that he could still throw this ball with a lot of power, I mean, that's what kind of matters, and that's a tight spiral to a tight end that's wide open down the field. So this is a great throw. Gets you out of the end zone. This is a 35-yard pass. I mean, yards like this aren't easy to come by in the NFL. He had an 80-yard and a 30-yard pass. I mean, the game, I can't repeat this enough. It's about explosive plays. Do you see the Raiders or the Giants hitting explosives? I mean, it's all about how easy. Make the game easy. When the defense makes a mistake, hit an explosive play. And that's a beautiful explosive play. 2nd and 9. Squares, doesn't have anything, tries to come back. Doing a little bit too much there. Maybe. But again, when you do a lot, listen, you don't want to let you don't want to bottle Trey Lance up. You want Trey Lance to be efficient. You want Trey Lance to be able to make it a play. Here, Trey Lance actually can look at the rush a little bit because that's the thing. Like 98, juke this guy right here, roll to your right, could be another touchdown. If he jukes this guy, there could be a receiver that comes loose. So that's, again, practicing. These are all game rep situations. And sometimes we're going to find out about Trey Lance, how great are his natural instincts in the pocket. And we're going to find that out with more gameplay. Here's one of the best throws, too, of the preseason. I mean, actually, it wasn't this one. It was the throw on the other sideline that was dropped. But this timing is good. This is a deep throw to the other hash. This is a really good throw. I think he hits the slot guy here on a little out. Yeah, that's a really good throw. River Craycraft, a little Washington State, a little Mike Leach, a little Gardner Minshew. 3rd and 8 here. This is a dime. I mean, he's even a little bit, let's see. I mean, Trey Lance, this is very good timing. The ball's already out. It's a sideline route. It is, I think the ball, where was the ball snapped? It was snapped, it looks like on the right hash. Still, throwing to his right, he's able to twist quickly in the pocket, from a congested pocket. This is an incredible throw, showing off the arm talent. This is a very tough throw. It is about, in the air, this throw is about from the 15 to the 30, but you're going to add in the depth of the sideline. This is like 20 yards in the air going to the sideline on a rope. This is an exceptional pass. You can even argue it's better than the touchdown pass because the level of difficulty of this throw. And that's why the upside of Trey Lance, That's why it's so exciting. I mean, I like everything about Mac Jones. I told you guys this through the draft process, but Trey Lance, the ceiling of Trey Lance so far through one game, Mac Jones does not have that ceiling, the mobility and the arm strength to be able to create the explosive plays you need. And this is a throw again. As much as I like Jimmy Garoppolo, he doesn't have the arm strength to make it. It's going to be fluttering either to the sideline or it's going to be housed on a pick six. Because if he leaves this inside, this is a very tough throw. You leave it inside against an NFL corner, it's 14-9. So he throws this ball to the outside, and it's only where Richie James has a chance. Now, Richie James very fast, but again, not the best hands in the world, dropped a lot of passes, but again, he's so fast, he's going to stay on the team, because if he does haul in passes, you can run him on wheels, you can run him, in the screen game, he's such a weapon for you. And yeah, he did have to get down his second foot, so he's focusing on that. I really like the throw, though, from Trey Lance. And that second foot, it would have been tight. But Richie couldn't even make the catch there, which you want to see him try to make the catch. He was worried about the sideline there. Very, very, very good throw. 2-minute drill got sloppy with Trey Lance. Got sloppy. Here, it's just late timing, honestly. Comes back to his third read, panics. When in hindsight, you just got to learn to drop it to the back there instead of, again, this is just game speed. This is game reps. That's why maybe, you'd let Trey Lance go into the second quarter again. You continue to get him game reps because he's late. He bullets it in there. It's luckily, and again, he's coming from the pocket. Trey Lance can even push up in the pocket, can even roll to his right a little bit. So we'll see if he has those instinctual abilities. We'll see him even get better at those instincts. Second down, protection looks decent. Protection's very, very good. And let's see actually here. Just a tremendous play from the corner. Tremendous play. He runs a little sink. He runs the sink in coverage. I think Sorensen goes back there. I mean, let me try to figure out this concept here. Yeah, it's a little bit of shadow coverage. So instead of playing man-to-man, it's kind of like a zone kind of concept where he totally baits Trey Lance. It's just a really good play by the defender. I mean, in college or, even in high school, a lot of corners won't be coached or have the ability to kind of freelance like this. I guess maybe this was always his responsibility. And then the great news about this concept from Kansas City is that the guy running right here, 46, can also throttle down and can also make a play. That's why it's such a good call by Steve Spagnuolo in this instance. I mean, I love this play because, listen, if this guy catches the ball, it's going to be like a 12, 15-yard gain. Instead, here it could be an interception. So, Trey Lance, it's just a great play by the corner. It's great technique. You think here that you're going to be able to throw this ball in. I guess it's cover 2, so the guy's not really there on the hash. You think you're going to be able to throw that ball into that window. It's an interesting concept. I'll tell you that. It's tough because if he ran a hitch, maybe you have room to complete this ball. I'm not sure. Maybe the corner route should be deeper in depth. I mean, there has to be a way to defeat that coverage because, listen, if it's a hitch, maybe you could get this guy to stay. I mean, I don't know. It's just something to think about. It's not easy. Just a really good play by the defender. Hey, it's football. Things are gonna happen. That's just a great play by the defender, honestly. That's tough learning about rules. Tough. All right, let's see where Lance is reading. He's looking straight at the safety. A little bit of a hitch in the pocket. Again, it wasn't like Shanahan was telling Trey Lance he had to stay in the pocket, by the way. It's good. I guess he's getting coached to stay in the pocket, Look at this, though. That's not good, I think, 65, it's a stunt. It's a good job by the defensive line. They're winning on that stunt. They're pushing him into a quarterback. I mean, that's any time that your guard gets pushed into the passer, you're going to have disasters happen. All right, so that's what causes the errant throw here. Not a bad little reset, actually, from Trey Lance because he doesn't lose ground in the pocket. So I kind of like it. It's like decent footwork, because he doesn't lose ground or panic. Like some young guys, I guess, would panic, would run around. Let's see, though. It's a good little pick route. I just don't know, again, I don't know the structure of the play. Really, nobody does. Maybe guys who really are experts at studying football on West Coast. Right here's the play on 2nd and 10. You throw it immediately out here. He's going to turn. You're going to get 13, It's easy to say in hindsight on tape. Listen, this is the first game situation. This is little reset. Can't really step into the throw because of the pressure. A makeable pass, though. Makeable pass, decent read, kind of a safe throw. Here, 92 just wins. And then if you're Lance, the real elusive guys can take this baby to the sideline. So maybe in the next game, he'll take the baby to the sideline, then leak it out to 22, who will then have a chance to get a little yak to prevent the punt at the end of the first half. But he takes that ball, he just eats it there. So that, listen, first half, you look at Trey Lance, some really good throws to the outside of the numbers. The inside of the numbers can always get better. The touch is gonna improve. The explosive plays are there. You have mobility. You're going to be able to run Trey Lance with some power, with some run read options, run a little veer stuff, run some RPO game. You're going to have Ayuk and Debo. You're going to have speed everywhere on the field. You're going to have Trey. You can turn up inside Trey Sermon, Matt Breida. You're going to have speed. And then, of course, you have the best tight end possibly in the game in George Kittle. And I look at this offense, and you add with Trey Lance arm strength, mobility, and you play Trey this preseason. If the 49ers ever dip to, maybe a game below 500, then you put in Trey to add that boost, to the offense to make a stretch run here. You look at the Rams, you look at Seattle and Arizona. Arizona, I'm not sure about Cliff Kingsbury and that team and that defense, although Zaven Collins looked pretty good. Seattle, they're kind of going through a little bit of purgatory there. Good offensive scheme, not a lot of money, not a well-constructed roster, I don't believe. And then you have the Rams, of course, who get a new quarterback, Matt Stafford, new scheme. Stafford's never won a playoff game. Is this going to be the time where Matt really turns it on, in his second stop? The Rams are very formidable. They do lose a very good running back. I don't know if Whitworth's still going to be there. Roger Saffold, of course, is not there. It's going to be interesting, but they still have a lot of defensive talent on that team. So this whole process is going to be a great NFC West. I'd rate Trey Lance. I guess I'll save it for the rest. You guys can listen to the rest of the show, can zoom through to Wilson, who I'll do next. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, though. A lot to dissect from Trey Lance. One of the most, probably one of the most entertaining quarterbacks to cover and really kind of digest the film. And it's fun. It's fun looking for rookie quarterbacks. It's like, it's like discovering something new and new stimulus for the NFL game, new quarterbacks. It's absolutely awesome. I was dialed in on Saturday night as everybody else was. All right, next up, Zach Wilson.